Two ingredients, one drink. Pharaohs were buried with one of them. Aztec emperors drank 50 cups a day of the other one before visiting their harem. And when modern scientists finally combined them together, they found it opens up your arteries and gives you a stiffer, stronger erection. This is the King's Tonic. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to make this simple drink. And on top of the stiffness, it can lower your blood pressure, boost your testosterone, and reduce inflammation. I'm Dr. Rachel Ross, physician and sexologist, and this is the one that you're going to want to save. Let's get into it. Now, in ancient Egypt, the pomegranate wasn't just a fruit. It was sacred. They placed them in tombs alongside pharaohs because they believed the pomegranate held the secret to vitality, to virility, and life after death, right? North African healers used the pomegranate in tonics for newlyweds. Berber and Middle Eastern traditions gave them to brides as a symbol of passion and union. Now, picture this, across the ocean, the Aztec emperor Montezuma was doing something really similar with a completely different ingredient. He reportedly drank up to 50 cups a day of the bitter, dark drink made from cacao beans before visiting his harem. This stuff was so valuable that they actually used it as a currency. Warriors drank it before battle, and it was restricted to men because they believed it had, intoxicating effects. So they didn't want women drinking it. So you've got two ancient civilizations, thousands of miles apart, and both of them knew that these two ingredients did something powerful to the body. Today, we're going to combine them together. And what they may not have known at that time, but we do now, is the reason behind the magic. And it comes down to one molecule. That molecule is nitric oxide. Now, every single blood vessel in your body is lined with a specialized cell called endothelium. Think of endothelium like wallpaper inside your blood vessels. And when that wallpaper is healthy, it produces nitric oxide, which is what tells your blood vessels to open up, relax, and let blood flow through. It contracts, it dilates, right? And when you're in your 20s, your endothelium is producing plenty of nitric oxide, and blood is flowing everywhere it needs to go, to your brain, to your heart, and yes, to your erection. Now, as time goes by, as you age, and as inflammation builds up and the toxins get to your body, as your diet maybe worsens or changes, that wallpaper gets damaged. Nitric oxide production drops, and the blood vessels start to stiffen up and they start to narrow, and they're no longer able to widen like they used to. And here's what the pharaohs somehow understood, that both pomegranate and cacao are two of the most powerful nitric oxide boosters that exist in nature. That's why those ancient civilizations saw the effects. They didn't have to know the science because they had the results, right? Now, fast forward to the 1990s. Researchers are studying the Guna Indians in Central America, and they discovered something remarkable. These people had virtually zero hypertension, no high blood pressure, almost zero heart disease, and they lived longer than most of the people around them. And scientists looked into it and they discovered it really wasn't attributed to their genetics. In fact, the only thing that they did differently was that they drank about 5 cups of flavonol-rich cacao every single day, and about 900 milligrams a day. That's a lot of cacao. And when they moved to the city and they stopped drinking their cacao drink, their blood pressure went up just like everybody else's. Now, most people hear this and they think, okay, well, it's good for the heart, but what nobody is connecting, not your cardiologist, not your urologist, most people aren't, is what this means for your erection. Because your erection is actually telling you something about your cardiovascular future and your cardiovascular present. And what it's saying might be scary and it might not be. I'll explain that in a moment. But first, I want you to learn more about how to boost nitric oxide and blood flow naturally. I have a free guide for you. All you got to do is click the link in the description or scan the QR code right there. It's free for my YouTube community. Okay, so here's what I need you to understand. And this is the thing that we don't talk about enough. Your erection is a weather forecast for what's going on in your whole cardiovascular system, all the blood flow in your heart. The blood vessels that feed your erection are only 1 to 2 millimeters wide. The coronary arteries, the arteries that feed your heart, those are 3 to 4 millimeters wide. So when your blood flow starts to decline, where do you think you're going to notice it first? Not your heart, but down there in your erectile tissue. ED, erectile dysfunction, typically shows up 3 to 5 years before a cardiovascular event. Your erection may be forecasting what's coming for your heart. If you're having trouble with your erection, you need to get your heart checked out. So when I tell you that this drink improves blood flow, I'm not just talking about your bedroom. I'm talking about endothelial cell repair, repairing the wallpaper lining all of your blood vessels. So let's talk about what's actually happening inside those blood vessels. The endothelium. Now, most men with ED have some form of endothelial cell dysfunction, even if you're just having a decline in erectile function. That's the medical term, endothelial cell dysfunction. It means that the wallpaper is damaged. It's not producing nitric oxide like it used to. It's not dilating and contracting like it's supposed to be. A study looked at 15 healthy subjects who drank flavanol-rich cacao and saw blood flow improve at 1 hour, at 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours after they drank it. Comparable changes seen after taking a nitrate-rich supplement or a blood pressure medication. Scientists followed 21 subjects for just 2 weeks, and they measured improved blood flow in the brachial artery. It really does happen. And here's what blew my mind, and it'll blow yours too. A study on people aged 50 to 80 found that just 14 days of cacao, their arterial flexibility was comparable to people 20 to 30 years younger. 14 days. Now, that's not a pill. It's a drink. It's nature. Food is the original medicine. Now, here's where it gets even really more interesting, because this isn't about blood flow. Researchers at Queen Margaret University took 60 subjects and gave them pomegranate juice for just 2 weeks. After 14 days, their salivary testosterone, the testosterone measured through their saliva, increased 24%. That's not a supplement. It's not a medication. That's not testosterone. That's a fruit. But listen to this. A randomized double-blind placebo-controlled study, now that's the gold standard, looked at pomegranate combined with cacao seed extract in aging men. Free testosterone increased by 48%. They saw a 25% increase in strength and a 19% improvement in symptoms like low energy and low sex drive. 48% increase in free testosterone from food. Now, here's what makes this King's Tonic different from just drinking pomegranate juice or just having some cacao. When you combine these two together, you're attacking the problem from multiple angles at the time. The cacao works to open up blood vessels through nitric oxide production. The pomegranate is helping repair the lining of those blood vessels and boosting testosterone. See, together, they're doing what neither one of them just does alone. The results are compounding, and that's likely why the study that combined them saw a 48% increase in free testosterone, not a 24% boost from just pomegranate alone, not just blood flow from cacao alone. The combination here is the key. So of course, I'm not suggesting you throw out your hypertension meds or you stop doing what your doctor advises you to do. But what I'm saying is that food can heal you. And although everyone is different, you might be able to wean down off of some of those medications if you focus on nutrients that heal and you take some of those foods out of your life that shouldn't be there. And listen, the benefits don't stop at your erection and your heart. Let me run through what the research shows this combination of cacao and pomegranate can impact. Number 1, your arteries and blood vessels, improved endothelial cell function, more flexible arteries, better flow everywhere. Number 2, your erection. We talked about this one. Improved erectile function, reverse shrinkage from blood flow, restoration. We get the blood flow, we can reverse the shrinkage, right? Boosted testosterone. Number 3, your blood pressure. Cacao has been shown to lower blood pressure in healthy people and in patients with hypertension. Boom, right? Number 4, your brain and mood. Improved blood flow to the brain means sharper thinking, better memory, more energy. The flavonoids in cacao cross the blood-brain barrier. Boom! And number 5, inflammation and blood sugar. Anti-inflammatory properties, improved glucose and lipid metabolism. They reduce that platelets clumping, so less risk of blood clots. Listen, that's 5 systems, 1 drink, right? And listen, these positive effects have been found in healthy people and in patients who are already dealing with hypertension, with diabetes, in smokers, in patients with established heart disease and heart failure. I tell you this because I want you to know that food can help and be part of the medicine, right? So if you're thinking, this won't work for me because I already have X, Y, and Z, the research says otherwise. And if this is blowing your mind, like it blows mine every time I see this stuff and see it in live, living color, subscribe to the channel. I drop this type of information every single week, and let me know in the comments. Have you ever tried pomegranate or cacao for your health? Have you combined them together? I want to hear your story. Each one here teaches one, okay? So here's exactly how to make the King's Tonic. Step 1, get yourself a quality, high flavanol, organic cacao powder. Now, not Nestle's, not Hershey's. This is cocoa. This is cacao. That's sugar water, right? So after they heat it up and process it, they strip out all the flavanols that make it work. And then they dump in some high fructose corn syrup, and then they add some emulsifiers that will actually destroy the lining of your blood vessels. So don't rush out and get that stuff. Step 2, take about a teaspoon of your organic cacao powder, put it in a mug with just a small amount of warm water, not boiling, because extreme heat damages the flavanols. Then you're going to dissolve it out. Step 3, add those 2 ounces, which is about a 1/4 cup of pure cold pressed pomegranate juice, not the cocktail blends, not the ones with the added sugar, pure pomegranate. It's deep crimson red, it's almost purple, and it's not sweet. Step 4, add a teaspoon of raw unpasteurized honey. Now, I call that liquid gold. It's packed with zinc, it's anti-inflammatory, it's antibacterial, and it helps regulate blood sugar. Stir it up. If you're diabetic and scared about the honey, leave it out. Optional, take a pinch of sea salt or chili pepper flakes. Boom. And that's it. The King's Tonic. Now, how often should you drink it? Drink it 3 to 4 times a week. You can take it on an empty stomach for the best approach, but fair warning, some people feel a little nauseous if your stomach is sensitive, so start slow. Listen to your body. What's right for Bob may not be right for you. Cacao does have caffeine in it. So if you're caffeine sensitive, meaning it makes your heart race or makes you anxious, try to use less of it, and don't mix it with your coffee. Give it about 2 hours separation from your coffee because too much of it can make you jittery. So pay attention to how your body responds. And of course, ask your doctor before you try anything new, especially if you're on blood thinners or blood pressure medication. It could actually interact with something that you're already taking. So make sure that you ask. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. Millions of guys are actually drinking liquid black. Look at what our community is saying. Miguel, he said, in this one right here, this is powerful. He had angioplasty surgery scheduled, and he started drinking the cacao a couple of weeks before, and he went in, his arteries were completely clear. Now, I'm not saying the cacao did that alone, but that's his experience, and he came back to thank us. Now listen, your arteries and your erection, they run on the same system. The same drink that can protect your heart can protect your performance. Fix the blood flow, fix the erection. Fix the erection and you're forecasting a healthier heart. It's all connected. And ladies, if you're watching this or if your man sent you this video, listen, if his erection has been declining, don't just chalk it up to age. It could be the very first sign of a cardiovascular problem. This tonic can help both of you. Share this video with him, or better yet, make it for him. The King's Tonic, 2 ancient ingredients, 5 systems of potential improvement, 1 cup, 3 to 4 times a week. Kings drank it, science proved it, and now it's your turn. Now, if you want to learn what to eat to keep your erection strong all week long, watch this video right here. And don't forget, in the description, I have a free gift for you to use to naturally boost your own nitric oxide levels. And if you want a full recipe collection of smoothie recipes designed for exactly this, check out my eFunction smoothie recipe book. The link is in the description as well. I'm Dr. Rachel Ross. I love you, and boom, I'm out.